You're floating on the surface, sun on your back, birds chirping. The water looks calm, inviting, almost polite. Nice place for a swim. You check your gear for the 5th time, even though you already checked it 4 times. Twin tanks, regulators, backup regulator, backup regulator, lights, 3 of them, reels, spools, line cutters, wet notes, computer, gauges. You're carrying more equipment than a small astronaut, and yet somehow it still doesn't feel like enough. You take a breath, then another. All right, here we go. You tip forward and sink beneath the surface, trading sunlight for shadow. The entrance to the cave yawns open beneath you like a mouth that forgot how to close. From the outside, it doesn't look that bad. Just a hole in the rock. Plenty of divers have been here before. Most of them came back. You kick once, twice. And just like that, the world you came from disappears behind a curtain of darkness and rock. No waves, no wind, no sky. Just you, the water, and several thousand tons of stone overhead that would very much like to remain where it is. Welcome to extreme cave diving. Population: people who hate comfort. The first thing you notice is the silence. Not quiet. Silence. Your breathing sounds way too loud. Every inhale feels like you're announcing your location to the cave itself, as if it might wake up and decide you've overstayed your welcome. You clip your guideline to the rock and start laying it out, because without it you are absolutely unquestionably dead. This thin white string is now your entire concept of outside. Lose it, and you don't drown immediately. No, that would be merciful. You drown later, after panicking. You move deeper. The entrance light fades faster than you expect. 1 second, it's behind you. The next, it's gone. Like someone turned off reality. Your primary torch cuts a narrow tunnel through the black, revealing limestone walls twisted into shapes that look suspiciously like teeth. You remind yourself that statistically, cave diving fatalities are rare if you follow the rules. That "if" is doing a lot of work. You fine carefully. One wrong kick, and you could stir up silt that's been sitting undisturbed for thousands of years. If that happens, visibility doesn't get bad. It gets 0. A phenomenon lovingly known as a silt out. Imagine being inside a cave, underwater, with the lights on, and seeing absolutely nothing. Not your hands, not your gauges, not the diver in front of you, just breathing and guessing. You don't think about that right now. You keep going. The tunnel narrows. Your tanks scrape rock with a sound that goes straight down your spine. You flatten yourself. Exhale slightly to drop a few inches, and wiggle through like an expensive, very fragile eel. This is called a restriction, which is cave diver for "why are we like this?" You clear it. Congrats. You've entered a section of cave where if something breaks, no one can reach you in time to matter. Rescue divers exist, sure, but they're not teleporting wizards. In extreme cave diving, rescue mostly means retrieval. You glance at your pressure gauge. Already down more gas than you'd like. Rule of thirds, you remind yourself. 1/3 in, 1/3 out, 1/3 for when the cave decides it doesn't like you. You swim on. Your light catches something reflective in the distance. For half a second, your brain does something unhelpful like, "oh, cool treasure," before logic kicks back in. It's a line arrow. A marker left by another diver pointing toward the exit. Someone needed that reminder badly enough to leave it here. That's comforting. Probably. Time stretches weirdly in caves. There's no day, no night, no sense of progress. Just kicks, breaths, gauges. You feel like you've been here for hours. You check your computer. It's been 12 minutes. Great. The passage opens into a massive chamber, a cathedral of rock with stalactites hanging like frozen lightning. Your light barely reaches the far wall. Somewhere above you is a ceiling you cannot see. You feel very small. You also feel something else. Cold. Cave water stays cold year-round. And no matter how good your suit is, it eventually wins. Your fingers start to stiffen. Dexterity drops. That's fun, because everything you need to do to stay alive requires fine motor control. You flex your hands. Keep moving. Then it happens. Your light flickers. Once, twice, and then goes dark. There's a moment, a tiny, horrifying moment, where your brain forgets about the backups. Panic spikes so fast it feels physical. Your chest tightens. Your breathing speeds up, which is the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do. Relax, you tell yourself. Relax, or you die tired. You reach up, switch on backup light number 1. Click. Light returns, smaller but steady. The cave crawls back into existence. That was warning number 1. You keep going, because turning around now would feel silly, and cave divers are nothing if not stubborn. Another restriction. Tighter this time. You remove one tank, push it through ahead of you, then pull yourself after it, hoping nothing snags. The rock presses in on all sides. You are very aware of every breath. You clear it. Your heart rate slowly drops from small mammal being chased back to bad life choices. You reattach your tank and check your gas. That's lower than expected. You do the math again. Then again. That third reserve is shrinking. You tell yourself it's fine, you're trained. You've done this before. That's when you notice the water getting cloudy. Just a little at first. A faint haze in your beam. Silt. Someone, maybe you, maybe the diver ahead, kicked too hard. Visibility drops from clear to murky to awful in seconds. Your beam now reflects off suspended particles, turning the cave into a snow globe of doom. You reach for the line immediately. Fingers close around it. Good. Still there. You follow it by touch now. Eyes mostly useless. Every kick risks making it worse, so you pull gently, hand over hand. Your breathing sounds loud again. Your backup light flickers. Stop. Don't think about that. You check your pressure gauge by feel. Bring it close enough to see. You're officially into your final third. No mistakes left. The silt gets thicker. The cave seems to shrink around you. Walls pressing closer even though you know they're not moving. Your brain doesn't care. Your brain is convinced this entire place is a bad idea and is ready to leave immediately. You keep moving. Then, clink. A sound you feel more than hear. Your fin catches the guideline. For a split second, there's slack. No. No, no, no. You freeze. Absolutely still. You can't afford to thrash. You reach down slowly, hands shaking, and feel along the line until you find where it's snagged. You free it. The line goes taut again. You have never loved a piece of string more in your life. You move faster now, not panicked, but urgent. Your computer beeps softly. A reminder. Time, depth, gas. All of them are conspiring against you. Finally, the silt thins. Visibility improves from blindfolded to merely terrible. Then you see it. A faint glow ahead. Not your light. Sunlight. You don't smile because your mouthpiece won't let you, but emotionally you're doing cartwheels. You pass the last restriction, scrape through rock one final time, and burst out into open water like you're being reborn. Blue replaces black. The cave releases you without comment. Like it didn't almost kill you. You surface. Rip out your regulator and suck in air that has never tasted so good. The sun feels unreal. The world feels loud, alive. You float there, staring at the sky, laughing slightly like someone who just got away with something illegal. You made it. Congratulations, you survived one dive. Statistically speaking, extreme cave diving has a fatality rate far higher than most recreational diving. When things go wrong, they go wrong fast. and help is usually hours or days away. Most accidents aren't caused by freak events, but by tiny mistakes stacking up until there's no margin left. Which is comforting, because it means it's all totally avoidable. Unless, of course, you're human. You haul yourself out of the water, strip off gear, and feel the exhaustion hit all at once. Muscles ache. Hands tremble slightly. You look back at the cave entrance. It looks peaceful again. Inviting even. And that's the worst part. Because a small, dangerous part of your brain is already thinking, next time I could go a little deeper. And that's why it sucks to be an extreme cave diver. Because the cave never changes. But somehow, you keep going back.